Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a review and demo for the Jane Iredale Glow Time Full Coverage BB Cream. Now I did try this years ago and I do remember really enjoying it, and Jane Iredale was super kind to send me this one, so I figured this would be a perfect time to do a review because I don't know why I never did a review in the past, so let's do a review. So this retails for $50, so this is a really pricey one. So that's why you might want to be watching this review to see if it is worth $50. It's definitely going to be a personal decision, but hopefully this video will help you figure out if this is really something that you want to spend your money on, because this is pricey. So on their website, this says that Glow Time covers blemishes, minimizes the appearance of pores, disguises wrinkles, and smooths and brightens skin. It is 100% vegan and always cruelty-free. So this comes in 10 shades. They definitely do need to expand their shade range. I can definitely tell they do not have many deeper tones at all. So I really hope that they will expand their shades. I feel like they definitely just need to come out with more shades right off the bat. And I know this has been out for a while, so it's disappointing that there aren't more options, because this is definitely not gonna cover everybody. So I have this in the shade BB4, which is described as medium light with neutral undertones. I really hope this isn't too deep of a shade for me right now. I honestly just guessed. This is the same shade that I got in the past, and I remember this shade did work for me. It might have been in the summer. I feel like my skin is a little bit lighter right now, so yeah, well, hopefully this works though. Some of the shades have a different level of SPF. That is very interesting. So SPF 25 and then SPF 17. There are 3 shades that are only SPF 17, but the rest of the shades are SPF 25. That is very interesting. And it looks like the 3 deepest shades are the shades that have SPF 17. Broad spectrum UVA, UVB sun protection. It is water resistant for 40 minutes. It minimizes the appearance of pores and helps disguise fine lines and wrinkles. We will see about that. It says smooths and brightens skin. It is non-comedogenic, dermatologist and allergy tested. It is reef safe. That's great. It is recommended by the Skin Cancer Foundation as an effective broad spectrum sunscreen. It says 100% color match guarantee. That's a bold claim. I definitely think they would need more shades to guarantee that. I'm not going to get too into the ingredients here, but this does have coconut alkanes in here. I had never had issues with this causing me to break out. I do have acne-prone skin. This does have bitter orange fruit extract, grapefruit extract. I would normally kind of be a little bit concerned about like those like orange fruit extract or grapefruit extract, because I feel like sometimes things like that can be a little bit sensitizing to the skin. But like I mentioned, I never had issues with it in the past causing any irritation. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this. So I do remember this being a foundation that gives some really nice coverage. So if you like a more full coverage kind of foundation, maybe you haven't been able to find one that you like within like the green beauty world, then you might like this. And this texture is like pretty thick. Not like overly thick, but just trying to explain how it feels. Definitely, like, it's not overly thick. It still like melts right when you put it on the skin. And honestly, this feels way lighter than I remember it. I remember it feeling a little bit thicker. I don't know if the formula has changed, or maybe just over time as I had mine, as it like got older, maybe that made it feel thicker. I don't know. But this feels really, really nice. It actually feels a lot more lightweight than I remember it. And as you can see, it's giving some nice coverage. I would say for me personally, I'd say this is about like a medium coverage right now, but honestly, like that is really giving some really beautiful, really nice coverage. And it feels really nice on the skin too. Wow. I'm even liking this better than I remember liking it, because I do remember really enjoying it, but yeah, this is nicer than I remember it. It has like a very mild, almost like citrusy scent, which I think is from some of those ingredients that I mentioned. Nothing overpowering at all. If you're sensitive to scent, I don't think that this would bother you. Obviously, that depends on the person, but it's a very light scent, I feel like. I would say it's almost not even noticeable as a scent. You might even think it's almost like fragrance-free, but I can smell like a little bit of maybe something citrusy there. And also this shade works really well for me. Right now, this is a really, really good shade for me. I just applied it with my fingers because I feel like that would give me the most seamless appearance, and it worked really, really well. I feel like my skin still looks like skin, but now my skin just looks a lot more even. The hyperpigmentation that I have has definitely been covered up a bit. It smooths, I guess it does kind of smooth the appearance of wrinkles. It's not going to get rid of your wrinkles, obviously, but that is one of the claims that they made, and I like make a lot of expressions, so I can definitely see like wrinkles around my forehead sometimes. Also could be like dehydration lines, but point is, I feel like it does look nice and smoothing. I'm just gonna add another layer just to build up that coverage a little bit. I think I'll mostly just focus adding a little coverage to like my cheeks because that is where I have the hyperpigmentation. And I'm not gonna add it to like my forehead because I don't need more coverage there. This is so beautiful. I feel like it looks amazing on camera. But like in person, it looks really nice too. Like this is beautiful. The coverage is gorgeous. And it just looks so skin-like. It's giving such nice coverage. And yes, this shade is so good for me. It actually does say on here, it says all natural minerals adjust to your unique skin tone to cover blemishes, minimize the appearance of pores and wrinkles, and smooth and brighten skin. So I wonder if it does have any kind of technology to kind of adjust to your skin. This is a really good match, so maybe it does kind of adjust to your skin tone a little bit. I don't know how much it can do that. And then I am going to go ahead and I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup, and then I will be right back. Also, I already did my eyebrows. If you guys are curious what it is, I use the Jane Iredale eyebrow pencil. I really like it. It's a super precise, like skinny, precise pencil. This is a really, really nice one if you like a precise eyebrow pencil, and it has a spoolie at the end, which I always really appreciate. All right, so I just applied the rest of my makeup. In case you're curious what I used for bronzer, I used the Hint Beauty Solar Bronzing Powder. So that's what I used for bronzer, and then for blush, I used the Jane Iredale Pure Pressed Blush in the shade Copper Wind. It's this really pretty like peachy shade, so that's what I'm wearing. And then for eyeshadow, I did something super quick. I used the Ilia Beauty Liquid Powder Chromatic Eye Tint. This is in the shade Fresco. Super pretty, like bronzy type of shade. I love this. Super quick and easy to use. And then for my eyelashes, I used the Jane Iredale Lash Extender in addition to the Jane Iredale Mascara. I think they have more than one mascara, but this is what it looks like, and this is actually in a navy shade, so it has a little bit of a blue to it, but I feel like you can't really tell unless you're like looking up super up close, but even then it still kind of looks black, but definitely has a little bit of a blue look to it, but I think it's pretty. And then for the lips, I just did a gloss. This is really pretty. It's one of the new lip glosses from Jane Iredale. This is their Hydro Pure Hyaluronic Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade Sangria. All right, so it has been about 7 hours now. 7 to 8 hours, and this is what my skin is looking like. It has a little bit of a dew to it, but it, like, I don't know, it looks maybe a little gross up close, but I guess my skin has just gotten a little bit oily, but it doesn't look like gross to me. It just looks like healthy skin with a bit of a glow to it, and I just think it's looking so good, especially after 7 to 8 hours. So I think that it wears really, really nicely. This is like my bronzer, not the foundation. So don't think it's like patchy or anything. This is like just like where I put that bronzer. But I just feel like it looks so pretty. It has a nice glow. My skin doesn't look like oily. It just has like a nice like dew to it, but it doesn't like feel oily. It just like, it looks and feels really nice. Like so nice. So very impressed with how this wears as well. I really like this. It's beautiful. It gives beautiful coverage, but it feels really, really lightweight on the skin. It feels super comfortable. I would say it kind of gives like a I don't know, like a natural finish. It doesn't feel matte, which I don't like because matte I feel like can look dry and heavy on me. So it's not matte, but it's also not quite dewy. But you can still see, like, it looks like maybe it's slightly dewy in some areas, but it's not really dewy. It just like lets some shine poke through as well, if that makes sense, where it just looks really natural and the skin looks healthy. So I really like this. I would say it gives a natural finish, and I would say for me, I'm gonna say like medium to full coverage. Definitely, this could definitely give some people full coverage. It depends on the person and what they have to cover on their skin. But for me personally, because I do have a lot of hyperpigmentation, I would say like medium to full coverage, because it is giving really, really good coverage, but you can still see a little bit some of those marks poking through. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I really like this. I like this even better than I remember liking this. So it's $50. So pricey. I really wish it wasn't as expensive, but I do think that it is a really, really beautiful product, and I definitely think a lot of you would like it as well. I feel like a lot of times like a more full coverage type of foundation is not gonna feel that lightweight, but this feels so lightweight. Like, it feels so good. I really like it. It definitely feels like nice and breathable. It doesn't feel like it's gonna like clog my skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels really nice and lightweight. So it depends on you if you feel like this is something you can splurge on, or yeah, it's just, I think it's definitely a personal decision. You don't have to have it, of course. I never want you guys to feel like you have to get a product, but I just hope that this video helped you figure out if you might want to get it or not. But yeah, definitely a personal decision if you want to spend $50 on it. But I guess my point is, I do think that it is worth it. I do really, really enjoy this. If you guys do have any question about this BB cream, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys do want to see even more content from me in the future, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love that. It would mean so much to me. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all for my next video. Bye, guys.